By now, you've heard about the incredible Univision town hall that Kamala Harris participated in. There were tough questions from Hispanic voters from all over the United States, and Kamala handled it brilliantly. But there was a moment that happened at the end of the town hall that the cameras managed to catch that really shows who Kamala Harris is. This is going absolutely viral, and I can't wait to show you this. But before I get to that, I have to highlight some other moments that occurred during the town hall. At one point, a gentleman from California expressed concern about Kamala Harris becoming the nominee without going through the primary process. He felt like something was off and he was leaning towards supporting Trump. Listen to his question and Kamala's great response.
So the question is, how can you clarify this whole process and how you were elected?
Sure. And first of all, thank you for being so candid and allowing me to answer the question. Thank you. President Biden made a decision that I think history will show was probably one of the most courageous that a president could make, which is he decided to put country above his personal interest.
Yes, I think that Joe Biden will be remembered for this moment, stepping down from the height of power. You just don't see that nowadays, especially when people are cheating and coming up with all sorts of excuses to stay in power, whether it's Maduro in Venezuela or Donald Trump with the 2020 election. People just do not give up power nowadays. And so for Joe Biden to do that, as President of the United States of America, the most powerful office in the world, it sets a great example. And I think he'll be remembered for that selfless act for many, many years because he put his country over his own personal ambition. And it's the best gift that he could give us Americans in his final act as president, to set the example for future leaders. But the biggest moment to come out of this town hall was a woman who was clearly upset by the recent passing of her mother, who was an undocumented immigrant and unable to get access to the health care that she needed here in America.
You and I have something in common. We both lost our mother.
Oh.
And I'm an American citizen, born to two Mexican parents. They were here before I was even born. They've worked their whole lives. But with the way immigration laws change over time, I was only able to help my dad get his legal status squared away, but not my mom's. My mom passed away just 6 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And she was never, ever able to get the type of care and service that she needed or deserved. Sorry.
Take your time. Take your time.
So my question for you is, what are your plans, or do you have plans to support that subgroup of immigrants who have been here their whole lives, or most of them, and have to live and die in the shadows?
What an amazing moment. This woman is so courageous for coming up there and telling her story, because the way Republicans talk about these immigrants is that they are murderers and they're gangsters and they're ruining America. But they're just normal people like you and I who are looking to work hard and be part of a community. And they are so happy to be here in America. So I love that this woman went up there and asked her question and put a face on who these immigrants are.
Part of the problem is that we do have a broken immigration system, including it being the case that even though when we were elected in 2020, and the first bill we offered Congress, before we did the bipartisan infrastructure bill, before we did the work on gun safety, before we did the work on investing in chips and science, the first bill we offered within hours of taking the oath was a bill to fix the immigration system, including creating a comprehensive, earned pathway to citizenship for hardworking people. And it was not taken up.
Biden released a comprehensive plan to fix all of our problems with immigration. And he did this on day one. And I am not kidding when I say it was comprehensive. I mean, it covered everything that has been plaguing our country with immigration for decades. And no action has been taken on this. And the Republicans have proven to be unserious actors because they do not want to solve this problem. Now, Kamala went on to take more tough questions from the audience and provided great answers. But when the town hall was finished, it was a moment caught by the cameras that has a lot of people talking. Just watch what Kamala Harris does as soon as the town hall ends.
Thank you so much.
Good
night.
Thank you again.
That is just pure class from Kamala Harris to go right over to that woman from the beginning of the town hall who shared her emotional story about losing her mom, who was unable to get the medical care that she deserved and that she needed right here in the United States. Kamala Harris showing that she has empathy. I couldn't even imagine Donald Trump doing something like that. That is what we want in our president. So that town hall was a great watch. I encourage people to go out there and see it if you haven't yet. But that moment right there just tells you who Kamala Harris really is.